I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know how it go. Everybody people, everybody bleed, everybody needs some, everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Blowing up. We in it, we gonna. Blowing up. Did it like my persona. Blowing up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Chargers going up against the Chiefs.
Well, Larry, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. Uses the stiff arm. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. Still fighting. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 38 yards on the scamper there.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Five yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Fights off the defender. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go now.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So out come the Chargers. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Goodwin able to haul it in. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now it's Hunt, and he is knocked down from the side at the 6-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll drop to throw.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was put.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the run, this is Hunt. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And look out, I think he's going to go. He's at the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They come out here in the eye. A toss play, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on their Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. Third down here.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what was it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run again with Hunt, and he's got room. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a solid run down inside the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now let's go. Blue, land it. Over. Here we go.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Watch it now, Party.
Here's Hunt. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down. That's Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Back to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. On play action, they'll throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mahomes now on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 38 yards. The tight end changing his position. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right there around the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go! Green!
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The fullback dive held up short. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this is incomplete. He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Hunt. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. This is Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run with Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And Allen's got it. The 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So that one will be accepted. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one good for 33 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right. But look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll look to throw. Shedding through the defense. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Legion able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be a VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, let it, yeah. Halo on me, sailor.